It was decided by the orthodontist that treated the girls previous to Dr. Hang that the remedy to their situation would be extracting 4 bicuspids from each of them. And so after those teeth came out, that's when the problems actually started, you know. So the first most obvious problem was that their facial features were changing. You know, their faces were flattening. They didn't have any lip support, so their profiles were changing, and that was really distressing because they felt like they were losing, you know, who they really were supposed to look like, which, you know, that was sad for all of us, and it was shocking. And not only that, they started having actually physical symptoms. Their functionality was being compromised. I mean, Milan was, you know, she had evidence of sleep apnea, and then Mikkel had TMJ, temporal mandibular joint problems. Like, it just seemed like every night everyone was going to bed crying.
So after we got our teeth extracted, he put the braces on, and everything was fine until, you know, he closed the spaces, and then the symptoms started. You know, I started getting a lot of TMJ pain and just, like, you know, jaw pain from misalignment, and my sister too, and then she's particularly had, like, really bad symptoms. She started getting sleep apnea. Like, I remember laying in bed next to her, and she just stopped breathing and then started gasping, like, and I was like, oh my God, like, what is going on? And then we started noticing the, you know, aesthetic changes that started happening with, like, the, you know, flattened lip and, like, the caved in, sort of like dished in face look. And I mean, it was really hard to focus on school. Like, I just dealing with what we actually just put ourselves through, like, just, it was horrible. Like, I was just devastated, basically. And I just really regretted what we had done. It made the box that is our mouth, like, smaller, and so we had no tongue space. Like, I had to, in order to, like, close my mouth, like, I had to bite my tongue. Like, there was not enough tongue space, and so that was uncomfortable. It definitely made me depressed. It made me anxious. It made me just, I was just always on edge. I was just unhappy. Like, I call it, like, the worst time of my life.
We had done our research and we found Dr. Hang. It was like, it was a really exciting discovery to find Dr. Hang. Dr. Hang, you know, convinced us that he really believed that he could help them. And so that gave them so much hope. And so he was always available and made them feel so safe along this big journey. And I mean, it was so cool because I hadn't seen them smile like that for such a long time. When we left the clinic, they were just literally in tears. Like I said, I just don't want to sound sick about it, but we absolutely love, appreciate, adore Dr. Hang and Deb, his wife, and all their staff.
So the minute he reopened our spaces, like, started opening the spaces, like, our symptoms started to disappear. Like, once we had enough room, like we had before when we, you know, before we extracted the teeth, he, like, opened the spaces enough millimeters, and, you know, I had enough tongue space. My jaw stopped hurting, headaches went away, just everything was gone. Like, he reversed it. Dr. Hang is, like, I mean, he saved us. Like, I don't know what I would do or where I would be without him. But I'm just so thankful that there actually is a solution out there, and that he's actually exists. Like, I just can't believe it. I'm just thankful, and, you know, I'm just so happy that he's available for other people, you know, who are going through the same thing.